can hear her doing it at the top of this crazy Ferris wheel at the Williamson County Fair. A famous one. This is the one that Elvis Presley actually rode on in what city?
It happened at the World's Fair.
Okay. Y'all, it's smooth, right?
It is smooth.
Except I still do the little belly flop right about here. It's like, I'm terrified of heights. Welcome in, everybody. It is New Stuff Tuesday on Main Street today, and we've got a big show standing by. It is Worth Beauty Day. Woo-hoo! And, you know, I told you yesterday, there was a gentleman who literally stopped me and thanked me. He says, I know you. I watch your show. And I said, you do? And he said, yeah, you're the one that has the ladies that talk about menopause, and it really helped my wife. So thank you for what you talk about. And I went, well, we talk about more than that, but guess what? We're going to talk about it coming up. We've got hot flashes and cool topics. It's a podcast, and it's brought to us by Worth Beauty and our friends at Mid-South Exteriors.
Hi, I'm Brenda Fielder. At Mid-South Exteriors, our custom sunrooms bring the sunshine in without all the heat and the bugs. And they keep you warm all winter while you enjoy the outdoors all year round. They add real value because we build them like your house to match your house. Or let us save you energy by replacing your windows and old siding. And because we have no retail overhead, we come to you and sell direct to you for less. Call us at 833-8003 or visit us at
MidSouthExteriors.com.
Mid-South Exteriors to Worth Beauty. How are you, Michelle?
Hello, my friend. How are you?
I'm good. Michelle Probst is the founder of Worth Beauty Company and doing great things to recognize women on either side of 50 and all of the issues that we talk about, whether it's beauty or whether it's just dealing with things like the change.
Yes, ma'am. Listen, I need to mention that post that you did of your mother's hand and your hand. It brought tears to my eyes. And, you know, this is a perfect example. We should respect the wisdom and the knowledge and the experience that comes with aging. And, you know, it took a friend of mine in New York to introduce me to these two amazing women who are right here in Franklin. And, you know, we need to talk about all of the stuff because we're 53% of the population. And we're the fastest growing demographic and we have voices. And so let me go ahead and just introduce you to these amazing women. Their podcast is Hot Flashes and Cool Topics, Colleen Rosenboom and Bridget Garrett.
All right, Colleen and Bridget. Hi, guys. How are you?
We're doing really well. Thank you for having us.
Yes,
Well,
thank you.
I'm going to show this very, very cool graphic, Hot Flashes and Cool Topics. It is a podcast. It is a discussion. It is something, and you've got an event coming up this weekend. I'm telling you, it's a star-studded event because this cool topic affects every woman, no matter how much money she's made or has not made, no matter whether she's worked in the home or out the home, right?
Absolutely. If you're, as Bridget likes to say, if you're lucky to live long enough, you are going to go through menopause.
Yeah. Well, let's talk a little bit about what made this whole podcast and this discussion. What started it? What did you think? Well, let's talk about this on air.
Well, Colleen and I were having lunch with two other friends and they were changing careers, and she and I we were changing careers as well, kind of phasing out of one to another. And she and I were talking about things that we just had questions about that we weren't getting answers for. And we were also, you know, why is this happening to me? No one's talking about it. When I talk to my clinician, I'm kind of getting the runaround. And so we decided we did find other podcasts and other things that did hit certain issues, but they didn't really cover like a realm of things that we had questions about. So we thought, how hard can it be, right, Colleen?
Yes, it was hard. Yes, we learned very quickly. Be careful what you wish for.
These women are so incredible. They have a producer's brain. Neither one of them had been in production before, but you should see the interviews they get. Who's the one that calls the producers to get the famous people y'all are getting?
Colleen does more. Yeah, she does a lot more. Yeah, of that.
Well, you were an attorney, right?
Yes, I'm former attorney.
So that comes in handy.
Well, and it doesn't. And what I have found is that women of our demographic, regardless of your background, like Devin was saying, want to talk about what's going on with us,
Mhm.
whether it be menopause, changing careers, empty nesting.
Yeah.
We're all in this similar journey and nobody wants to talk about it. I mean, you mentioned menopause and it's changed a little bit since Bridget and I started back in 2019. But for the most part, women go running. Like they don't
Yeah.
want to talk about it. It's somehow connected to being older and maybe starting to become invisible. And so it's a
Mhm.
conversation that needs to be changed and a taboo that needs to be broken.
There was a scene. My sister's an actress, and she portrays Corky on Murphy Brown, and the reboot. There is an actual scene where Corky is having hot flashes on the set of the news. They're right in the middle of the news thing, and they were giving the news, and she's giving the story, and it was one of the most funny scenes of the whole season. And she's just sweating, and she says, "What was so funny is it was so real. I was truly in one right then, and it was just, and it's so hard to explain it." But and somebody
Yeah.
said, people think I was acting. And it's true. But let's go to the event this weekend. What is that going to entail? And you've got some pretty famous folks who are going to be part of that event too. It's going to be at the Graduate Hotel. For one thing, let's talk the Graduate Hotel. It's like it was from somewhere else. I was having dinner at Amerigo and I looked, I go, when did that happen? It's this
It
beautiful
is.
hotel.
It's so cool. It's a Dolly Parton themed hotel, so everything is pink. You walk in and there's a mini pearl hook rug behind the check-in. It's huge. It's the size of the wall. Everything is Dolly. So how could it not be the perfect place to celebrate women? Because
Yeah.
Dolly just represents so much, goodness and strength and power at this stage of life. So, and Bridget is an absolute pink fanatic. So as soon as she saw
I am
it
too,
was
and I
pink.
have those same headphones at my house.
Okay.
I want to tell you, I have the same exact ones. Yes.
Everything. I can't believe I'm not wearing pink today. I really almost put it on. I
Yeah.
forgot.
So we're going to dedicate
Yeah.
this whole segment to my friend Elizabeth, who's probably watching. She and I both, it's all rose gold and pink and everything pink. So
Mm.
Oh, that's funny. So we started our podcast back in 2019 and we have been doing, a podcast every Wednesday. And we did an interview with Mindy Cohn, who was Natalie on
Mhm.
Facts of Life. And we were lucky enough to become pretty good friends with her. And she kept saying, you need to bring this in person. This is a conversation because we talk about anything. And we do mean anything and everything. And she's like, but women need community. So many of my friends feel alone or isolated or
Right.
not seen. And so we wanted to spend an afternoon celebrating this time of life. We wanted women to feel inspired, to feel seen and heard, to have an amazing time, and even to make some friends along the way with a little bit of education poured in there, because it's when you're having fun that you seem to absorb the most information instead of being lectured to. So that was kind of what generated the conversation. And then Bridget and I just jumped in with both feet and said, all right, let's do it. Right, Bridget?
We are so up for a challenge, aren't we, Colleen? I mean, just like Michelle had said, we really do not have the experience of producing, but boy, are we learning. We're learning a lot.
It's what it is. You jump in. I always say yes and figure out the rest.
Yeah.
That's just how you do it. So this is going to be Sunday and it's going to be at the Graduate. What time?
At noon to 5:00. Yes. So
And can they get tickets ahead of time or do they just
Yes,
get
they
tickets
can.
at the door?
They can do both. We have eventbrite.com. So look for Conversations with Prime Women on there, or you can go to conversationswithprimewomen.com, and we have tickets there as well as our website. You can connect at hotflashescooltopics.com and you can find tickets there as well.
Well, let's talk about your special guest.
Well, we have two special guests. We have 5 panels that, Bridget and I decided to be a little overzealous and say, we can have 5 conversations in one afternoon, no problem.
Right.
Which probably in retrospect, was a little overzealous. But we have Mindy Cohn coming to actually help co-host some of the panels. And she will also be on the Country Tea Time panel because we're going to be talking about all the good tea that comes with midlife and beyond. And our second guest on that panel is Melissa Gilbert. And most people will know her as Laura Ingalls Wilder. She is a phenomenon.
Pint.
Yes.
Yes, half pint. Yeah.
And she's a phenomenon. I mean, she has a company called Modern Prairie. She has been the president of the SAG-AFTRA. She's not, I don't think people realize that we don't stop at a certain age. We pivot and we take all that good information and all that knowledge that we had from the past and we take it forward. And that's what we want women to feel at this event. So we have Mindy Cohn and Melissa Gilbert will be there the entire time. So people can go up and say hi, and they're going to be on one of the panels. Mindy's going to be talking. We have a panel on boss ladies, and we have some local CEOs that are going to be inspiring women. We have how to stay healthy. We have the country tea time. And then, of course, you have to do menopause and all its fun gifts. And we have a style and beauty. And the style and beauty is to feel good, not about looking younger. It's about feeling good and confident in the skin and body you're in today.
Hallelujah. This sounds like a great afternoon. That's this Sunday. So coming up, you ladies are amazing. And again, to follow this podcast, tell them how they can find this podcast.
You can find the podcast on any podcast platform, Apple Podcasts. You can also go on our website. And I wanted to just add that we do have complimentary aesthetics room at the event. So there's going to be facials and skin evaluations and makeup prep from Melanie Mills, who's a 2-time Emmy-winning makeup artist. And the gift bags are like seriously taking over my house. So
they are.
Really?
I feel badly. Things are starting to come over to my house, which is not very far down the street from her. But hers, you can barely walk in right now. If people didn't know her better, she would be on that TV show Hoarders. But I know better. Yes, I know better.
Hoarders for a month.
Yes.
Only for a month.
There's just so much to do. We're going to have shopping and giveaways. And it's just, we want women to just feel so energized when they walk out, like, what inspired me and what am I going to do now? What am I going to do with the next 20, 30, 40 years of my life? Because I get to dictate that.
It's also called an encore. I mean, all of my friends, most of them are not doing what they've been doing the last 20 or 30 years and getting to do what they really want to do and enjoy. And then that doesn't become work. It just becomes your life,
Yeah. As Jane Fonda calls it, our second act.
There you go.
And all the fabulous people that you meet in this second act. I mean, I just am looking at the screen right now. Look at all these fabulous people I've met.
Well, we are glad to meet you, and you guys are going to have to come back. Michelle, you find the coolest people to bring on our show. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. And ladies, I'll see you Sunday. I'm so excited.
So are we. Too. Thank you so much for having us on the show.
Thank
Conversations with Prime Women and Michelle Probst, Worth Beauty Company. You can follow her, and her Instagram has the greatest little tips. I'm telling you, it always stays updated. And I will say that I probably will never, ever in my life get Botox, because when you do that up close with the needle, I go, oh, no, I'm not doing it. But thank you for showing me, though.
Honey, it's all about the numbing cream. You don't feel it.
See, that's what it is. It's all about the numbing cream. I will say, you look fantastic. You're a testament to it, I will say. Hey, and thanks for being, that's the other thing, is being honest about what we do.
Yeah.
And saying, okay.
We need to see more of these real faces promoting the products we're buying. And I'm seeing a shift. But there's so much more to do.
Absolutely. Well, we start on Sunday. Thank you guys for being with us, and we appreciate you.
Thank you.
At Chappell's, we pride ourselves on offering a wide variety of the freshest fruits and vegetables, handpicked just for you. We have a wide selection of the freshest, highest quality meats that will leave your taste buds craving more. Our friendly staff is always ready to lend a helping hand. We believe in treating every customer like family, because at Chappell's, your family is our family. We've been locally owned and operated for over 60 years. You can visit any of our Chappell's locations in Dixon, White Bluff, McEwen, and Centerville.
Oh my goodness. I love the folks at Chapels. They're brand new for our show. And I got to do a podcast with them when they won the Main Street Award in Dixon for the best grocery store. And I just adore them. They do things the old fashioned family way. And I love that. Speaking of the old fashioned family way, we're going back in time to Green Door Gourmet. They've got a special going on during the month of October. But before that, the month of October is special for pink.
Hi everyone, Kelly Lang here. I am thrilled beyond belief to share this news with you. I got a phone call from the Grand Ole Opry inviting me to make my first solo debut on October 10th for Opry Goes Pink. That's the night when the whole entire Opry stage lights up in the most beautiful shades of pink and we raise money for breast cancer awareness. As an 18-year breast cancer survivor, it is a thrill and I'm so grateful to be included in this incredible night. I hope that you can make it as well. October the 10th, the show starts at 7 o'clock. I know some people know that I've sung on the Opry stage before. I've performed duets with my husband, T.G. Shepherd, and I sang a song with Barry Gibb. But this is my first time to ever do this flying solo, and I hope that you'll come support us. Please click the link below for tickets for October the 10th, 7 o'clock for Opry Goes Pink. I look forward to seeing you there.
People have been asking about farm fresh turkeys, and if you don't know a farmer, do you know a farmer that they can pre-order through?
I do. For the last many seasons, probably 12 of our 15 years, we have worked with the Jolly Barnyard. And Sam and Mary Ann and their wonderful family, they do chicken, but they also do turkeys. And they do heritage breed birds that are all 100% pasture raised with just a little bit of certified non-GMO feed. And they do a great job. And if you want to pre-order a turkey from them, you just go right online, jollybarnyard.com, and order your turkey from Sam and Mary Ann. And then you can pick it up right here at Green Door Gourmet. So you don't have to go an hour out of town to get your turkey. It arrives here at Green Door.
What's up, everybody? You'll never guess what Murfreesboro is about to get. Highway 55. Love this place if you never tried it, but not this one. This one's all the way out in Tullahoma. I'm talking about this one right here behind me. I'm on 90. Here, let me do this. There's 96 right here, headed out that way towards Franklin. You got Christian Brothers Automotive there, and on the other side, you got Aldi's. So everybody's been writing and asking what this one is. Well, there you go. It's Highway 55 Burgers. I personally am a big fan of this place. They got like that make your own burger thing where you can do like a, you know, the burger and pimento cheese and mayo and bacon and jalapenos with their fries and house-made ranch. And it's good stuff. It's really good. Plus, if you haven't been to one of these, they got this like little robot server thing that comes out when you get your food. It looks like something straight out of Rocky IV. Have you ever seen that scene where the robot comes out and delivers your food? This is the coolest thing.
Please, take your food.
This is the coolest thing ever. I love it. But anyways, Highway 55 Burgers. I don't know when it's going to open. When I do know have a date on this, when they give me one, I'll post about it for you so y'all can come check them out for yourself. But if you have any questions or comments on this one, put them down below and I'll get back to them as soon as I can. As always, thanks for watching. Follow for more, and we'll see you on the next one.
Thank you, John. Murfreesboro.com on YouTube. John does such a great job of telling us what's new and what's coming up. We need to check in with Jason Goolsby. He's my Wilson County guy. And he always, when dirt's being moved, he's the first one on the scene and he tells us what's going on there. You know who was on the scene at the Nashville Soccer Club? They recently had the Pedigree Pup Cup. Last weekend in 3 different shelters, Mac Metro Animal Care and Control, Williamson Animal Care and Control, and Nashville Humane. They had a free animal adoption weekend with all sorts of things from Pedigree. Pedigree sponsored it, so all weekend long, and they were also at the Nashville Soccer Club, and our very own Cara Aguilar was there.
Tell us a little bit about why Two Rivers Ford wanted to get involved in honoring a citizen doing amazing things.
Well, the Mount Juliet community is a special community, and we know it, and we see it all the time. And we have customers that are teachers and volunteers. So we have the new Two Rivers Ford Park, or the naming rights to the Two Rivers Ford Park and the Mount Juliet League. And we just thought, how awesome would it be just to pick a citizen every month and spotlight them, put them on the board, just celebrate the wonderful people in our community.
Joel, tell me a little bit about what your day-to-day is like.
My majority of my day is spent I'm either with my family at work or we're at church. Those are really the three places that we're involved in. I've been at Two Rivers Ford for 29 years, so a good bit of my time spent there. But my favorite place to be is at home with my wife and my son. My wife Billy, and her and I have been married for 32 years. We have a 15-year-old son, Sam, who's still at home. I also have two older daughters. They're out of the house, but our favorite place to be is with our family for the most part.
When you get involved with the community, what are the things that call your name? What are the things that say, hey, I want you to be involved?
I can't explain it. It just gets put on our heart. I really don't know. It's not that I want to go out or that my wife and I want to go out and do something to say, here, look what we did. That's why I'm really kind of embarrassed doing all this. Things just get put on our heart, and there's a calling, and I can't explain it. We started out working with a homeless shelter up in Lebanon. It's called Compassionate Hands. Spent a few winters there serving, just not doing a lot. There's so many people that do so much more than we do. My wife sorts some clothes, and I spend a night a couple nights a month. That's really what we do. It's nothing that anybody can't do. And now we're involved with the Tennessee Heat Athletic Association. It's a Christian-based organization. Every child involved is homeschooled. And by the way, my wife homeschools. And they've got baseball, they've got basketball, they've got football, they've got track, they've got archery. And it's a lot of fun. It's a great Christian-based environment for the children, and we enjoy it. And I guess really the only thing I'm excited about why we're doing this right now is that hopefully somebody sees Compassionate Hands that never heard of it. And maybe they need that. Or maybe somebody wants to spend some time up there helping them. Or maybe they'll see the Tennessee Heat and say, you know what, I want to pitch in and help there too. So that's really what I told my wife, that's what's motivated me to do this. Is maybe to get somebody else to help these organizations.
Do you remember as a kid the first thing you ever volunteered for?
Yeah, Boy Scouts. Or Cub Scouts. As a Cub Scout. The very first thing I probably volunteered to do was to get your Bobcat pin, you had to do a good turn. That was the first thing you had to do. And I volunteered to help unload some stuff at school when I was like 6 years old. It was just, I might have carried a box inside, but boy, I thought I'd done something, because I volunteered and I helped somebody. So,
if you were to get to talk to a parent now and wanted to get their child involved in giving and volunteering and doing, what would you suggest to a parent?
There are so many there's great organizations right here in Mount Juliet that I'm not involved in, but I know that they need help. There's Lantern Lane. They're always looking for people to help. That's a place for kids that don't have parents. I'm not sure, but I think it's a girls' school where they go and they live there. They live on site, which is a fantastic thing. The Mount Juliet Help Center right down the street here, that is awesome. Nothing more than, I plan to do this year and I didn't do it, but I'm going to do it next year. I'm going to plant a garden and take all the food to the help center because they don't get a lot of fresh food. So if somebody wants to do that, that's a huge help to them because it's too expensive really for them to go to buy all the fresh stuff. So a lot of stuff, donations there really help them. That, or I don't know, there's so many, if they're involved in a church, just have the kids go to their church and see, because there's always. Cross Point does a Serve the City thing twice a year, which is great. It's just fantastic. You don't have to look very far to give a helping hand.
And he scores!
There's so much good stuff going on, but my goodness, look at how many tonight. Oh, don't forget, tonight is the National Night Out for Law Enforcement. I love it. This month, the Portland police are wearing pink. If you notice the bands on the badges on the sides of their uniforms, they will be going pink in Portland, Tennessee. And the National Night Out for Law Enforcement. I know that here at Don Fox Park in Lebanon, where I am today, they will be doing something special at Don Fox Park tonight. Plus, in Spring Hill, the parks are doing something. It's just a lot of folks are doing that. Hey, the Franklin Fire Department is doing something very cool. They're having a poster contest. Cooking safety starts with you. Pay attention to fire prevention. And 13 winners. This is for grades K through 12. 13 winners will be chosen, 1 winner per grade. And winners will receive a $50 Visa gift card and advance to the state poster contest. And so this is in Franklin. The Franklin Fire Department is doing that. And I think that's really cool. You can go to this website, franklintn.gov/fire prevention week. Very, very cool. Moving on to Tip a Cop, October 10th from 5 to 8. You can mark your calendar at Spring Hill at Texas Roadhouse. They're going to have a big event for Tip a Cop. You can join them. And don't forget Springfield. Ooh, a lot of spooky history coming up there. History and mystery walking tours, October 13th and 14th. To prepare you to meet the scarier side of Springfield. To hear stories of Burdett's tea shop's past, unexplained occurrences at the museum, and the infamous murder of Dr. John Knuckles. Also included on the walking tour will be 11 other interesting sites around the square and historic district, where you will get to take in their histories, both eerie and mysterious. And for $30 a person, it's a very fun adventure in Springfield, Tennessee. Our friends in Robertson County. Listen, there are subscribers to The Connection that are there, and a shout out to my friend U-Turn Laverne, who makes that her home. And don't forget, October 6th, Main Street in Springfield is their first Friday night market. A free event with live music, food trucks, kids zone, specialty vehicle cruise-in. 80 plus farmers, artists, makers, and boutiques will be there, plus your favorite downtown merchants at the first Friday that's coming up this Friday. All sorts of good stuff. If you got an event, you need to send it to me. Oh, let me grab the shout outs real quick. Oh my gosh. Elizabeth and Jason. Oh my goodness. Ruth Brown is with us. Heidi is with us. Hey girl. Hey, Shelly is with us. Perry is checking in, and Michelle. And I think I got everybody. You guys, it's so good to check in with you guys. You guys follow, subscribe, and share. And if you've got something to share on this show, you need to get in touch with me, because I love going out and doing pop-up interviews all over the place. And I have got tons. Tomorrow, we're going to check in with a newbie backstage at Backstage. We're going to talk with May Estes, who in March made her Opry debut, and she's been back 2 times since. So she's a star that just got a brand new record deal. And we're going to talk to her about what a year it has been. Because you come into town and you just never know. You just never know if things are going to hit or not. And she's very country. She's an Arkansas girl. And she kind of tells what it was like behind the scenes as she was kind of getting started. And the job that she got that was associated with the Opry, the lowest paying job she ever had. What was it? Well, you'll find out tomorrow on Wagon Tails Wednesday. Be safe, be kind, and remember you are loved. And have a great rest of your day. See you guys at Ronnie Millsap tonight.
We are home, we are family, we are things to do and places to see. Mom and pops, local grown, small business Saturdays. We are Main Street, Main Street, Main Street. We are your Main Street to